Arena or Hayabusa here for NXP. Honestly, either that or you go for Paquito, which is something that they've used before, even though it's not a damage.
Whoa! Okay, Midnight, come on, tell something about how's this working for Nxpe Evos?
I like the idea. It's an early game sustain because if you look at the composition of RSG, they don't have the best tools in terms of dealing with the Baksha when they start roaming around. But I wonder in the early game is the thing that I wonder about in the early game is that if you have prolonged fights, is the sustain of the Baksha enough? Because you can't match the damage output as well on the side of on the RSG. Even though they can't take out the Baksha, but they are surely able to pick off heroes if the skirmishes go long enough.
Oh, speaking of long enough, so we're going to expect the things to happen again from game number 1, then so be it. So how is this going for this next wave? Is this their answer on forcing a game number 3?
I think this time around it's a much more cleaner draft from RSG. It's you know, the conditions are much more clear compared to game number 1, but still there is that potential from the Kaja and Farza of NXP.
All right, RSG and Nxpe Evos now, round number 2. Nxpe Evos, is this enough for them to force game number 3? Again, with RSG now sitting comfortably, it's Nxpe Evos with the pressure on them to get those points. It's going to be difficult for them if they are going to drop 0-2 to RSG at this moment.
I'm gonna be honest, weirded out by the first item of the Farsa. Usually we see an elegant gem rush, but Goyong DR opted to go for the boots. I think he just wants to get out of the Valentina lane because it's such a horrible matchup and go to XP. So this is gonna provide Ding a lot of momentum on her side, but Nats, he was one step ahead, clearing the minion wave before the Farsa gets there.
Yes, so speaking of steps, maybe that's one way of having the utilized Farsa on your end if you're an Nxpe Evos, because if you, or being on the other hand, Iron Hook connecting to Goyong, okay, that's the response. Here's the poke down from Brusco. Light. Okay, Ring of Order will connect. Stun. Will they finish the job? Oh!
Painful way to go. Seeing that one basic attack just flying towards you.
I mean, that hook attempt was a little off from RSG, I would say.
Man, just imagine a meteor going straight to your face, but look at that Joy just jumping with his own beat. Goyong now forced, used that feather airstrike to retreat back. Okay, a different way for RSG.
Oh, still, some form of inconsistency coming up from the Raiders.
Oh, wow.
There you go. A good hook from Light. Boyet, will he escape this? Okay, he's still sustaining it. And now it's still NXPE going back in their lanes.
Okay, now see who's going to get an advantage first here. It's the XP laners. First up in the turtle, they're going to be the ones dancing for that. Both junglers right now all across the map. Boy, it's much closer though. Nxpe Evos going to get advantage for the first turtle of the game.
That's like looking in a mirror in front of Ding. Now the ult to the side of Nxpe Evos. Who's going to be the game changer of this one? Look at that fair airstrike being used to zone out. Now one ultimate will connect to Nxpe Evos, but Brusco DR goes out. Now it's just all about the turtle for this one.
So it's a repeat of what happened in game 1. RSG losing some form of, I would say, sense of what their heroes are meant to do in the early game, and NXP just casually doing what their heroes are meant to do, like sustaining the front line with the Baksha and you know, just soaking up the damage and the resources from RSG and slowly making sure that they are able to get the area back away from the Raiders. And this is very, very critical because Boyet DR is getting a lot of momentum on this Baksha. And being able to farm up until the mid-game allows you to soak up the pressure from RSG. And that means more space, more farming space for Doming DR.
Yep. Orange buff going to be taken away by Irad. Stolen under the hands of Nxpe Evos. So it's going to be Boyet with... also has an orange buff. So it was just a trade. They immediately would steal that as well as Boyet stole the orange on the side of RSG.
Yep.
Now RSG trying to make a play here with mid. Aggressive positioning by them.
Okay, Bush of Death now. First initiation goes to Nxpe Evos. Look at that, suppressed. Onto 2, RSG takes the burst. Now Eman using that ultimate connecting to 1. Now Feather Airstrike being used as the last mercy for the team. But RSG Slate Philippines is taken down 3.
So there goes the draft difference. Again, the firepower of RSG is just much higher compared to NXP. But Doming DR, again, consistently getting some trades in the map. He was able to get some gold out of the shields from the turrets. But this does net RSG a win out of the skirmish.
Yeah, and a good win at that. They had to call that Emon rotation from the gold lane to the mid for them to secure that. But still ranked first in gold per game with 14,800. That's 3-week streak now, so RG's Emma's a rich man.
Huh. I thought Super Marco held the record.
Okay, it's all about the record break and who's going to get the gold on the graph, but who's going to get this turtle in is still going to be Nxpe Evos. No way of they're touching the members of RSG, just purely objective. A different flavor for NXP.
Yeah. Actually, it's if I'm not mistaken, it's the GPM is Super Mario, so the gold per minute. But because RSG have played monstrously long games, it's more gold from
maybe because of the game 1 factor.
Yeah, and what happened in game 1 as well.
Yeah.
That's true. But definitely, if I'm not mistaken, in terms of GPM, that is Super Mario, so gold per minute. Yeah.
Okay, that's one way. Look at that. Bloody Hunt will connect to Brusco. Now they're trying to punish him. Oh, look at that. Will the ultimate beat? Emon on a killing spree. RSG Slate Philippines. Looking for mispositioned members of NXP.
Right now he goes in. Extort, Nats, Light, and Emon fighting it out. Domeng holding back. No full engage there.
Okay, still gonna be slowly, but look at the power right now of RSG. The out of position members. Another one for a Light. Okay, that's just an iron hook.
Yeah, he is the fisherman, you know. Oof.
Yeah, that felt more like a threat. It was just like, hey man, I'm still landing these. Now going back to what happened earlier.
Yep, Brusco getting shut down by the damage output of Emon. Again, the firepower of RSG is insane, and NXP, the only situation where you can fight is if RSG makes a misplay like this one.
So is this the misplay that NXP is looking for now? They have taken one. Extort is down. Now RSG decides to retreat back in their turret. Meanwhile, NXPE still eyeing to have a push with this wave. Oh, Hook did not connect onto Doming DR. That's the flicker used as well by Light. Okay, has an airstrike, bursting down to 1, now being pulled by Brusco. DR Goyong secures the kill. Now under the turret, Nxpe Evos is pushing the Raiders away, and they take this turret.
I like this. I like the way that NXP is playing at the moment. Compared to game number 1, they were just waiting for RSG to do something. Now they were the ones who forced out the issue against RSG. Ooh, wait though.
Ooh, okay, being out of the map there. Goyong receiving the dash from Ian. Oh, wow. He's really quick.
Look at that little Joy under turret. No matter for him.
Oh,
Light forcing the flicker out of Ding with just the thread of the hooks. And RSG will get this turtle. It's going to be the first one for them actually in this game. So he was going to test.
I mean, RSG, they might be happy with the things that are going on for them. Still have to be worried about the Claude of NXPE.
Oh,
Brusco
pulled one. Now who's going to be the casualties? Brusco still safe, but you're not safe from Emon's hit. Now damage will connect onto the turret of Nxpe Evos. Now forcing one. BMI, but the duet. Who's going to be? Now making Emon bleed was only the answer, but where is Ding? Ding is right down bottom. Off camera now. They want to take one. Ding, the damage is 3. It's 3. Now 2 members of RSG crashing down. Now look at that. HP going down on Goyong. Making it a triple, but Ear spawns in with the killing spree now. How do you catch someone who's nimble and quick? Now Ding and Boyd are trying to hold off and just clear this minion out.
Yeah, RSG, they are getting kills, but it's away from the Claude, and NXP has been doing a fantastic job of putting the pressure away from Doming DR. Even though these kills matter for Emon, he is getting a lot of damage with the items that he is picking up with the Fury Hammer, Malefic Roar, and the impending BOD. RG needs to start playing against NXP's Claude. They need to put the pressure on the right place.
Yeah, put the pressure on Doming. At the same time, they need to watch out for those surprisingly late entry responses by Nxpe Evos. Hence why Emon, Light, and Exort were all caught out in the mid lane. They thought they were safe from harm, but Ding just came out of nowhere like 20 seconds after the engagement was already passed.
Brusco and Ding is doing a fantastic job of just attracting attention from RSG. Again, as you've mentioned, Ding and Boy at DR specifically has done so many late re-entries for NXP, and you would really want to commend Brusco for the selfless activity that he has been doing in this game here for NXP. Literally selfless because he has been throwing himself over to RSG. He was like, take me, brother.
He's like,
take me.
He's like, I will be the sponge. I will get info. I will eat up all the damage. But I've already done my job.
Yeah.
Y'all just follow up. And NXP, credit to them. They've been following it up.
Yeah, the divine judgment comes later.
Yeah, the divine judgment comes later.
Sponge Bruce. Sponge Brusco.
Sponge DR.
Yeah, Sponge Bruce.
Oh, Ira, the damage! There's the focus onto Domeng you were looking for, Midnight.
Sorry,
How we're just talking about things.
how does that happen? Like a joy? Chasing a claw with a sprint? I mean...
Okay, a different approach. Conceal used to escape. Now Brusco is trying to eye. Who's going to get this Lord? Who's going to be? It's Boyat securing the objective. Now it's going to be action for RSG. Boyat DR, on the other hand, is looking for the kill. Nats escapes with a slither of health. Now RSG is backing down. But the Lord now is with NXPE with a 2K gold lead.
Oh, it seems Ira did not have the retribution ready for him. I believe he used it when he was duking it out with Domeng.
Yep.
And with that information, Next Play Evos just went ahead and got that Lord.
Yeah, and welcome to the Claude land, wherein come the late game, he just farms much faster than anybody. He is now richer, officially richer than Eman. And I would like to point out that RSG, even though this draft is inherently good against Farsa, nobody is playing like it. Because Goyong DR has been able to use Feathered Airstrike 3 times in a row now, wherein nobody is attempting to at least close the gap against the Farsa. So that is what is breaking the game here for RSG. All the focus are on Boyat DR during that Lord take with Domeng.
Oh my gosh, look at the damage
from Irad.
From Irad is just mad, pure mad. Look at that Brusco with the flicker. Will they be able to secure that kill onto Irad? Feather Airstrike has been committed as well.
Counterplay.
Okay, counterplay now. What's the game plan for Exort? Just 3 members of RSG.
Oh!
The hook land. Okay, and not rolling out for safety here. Nats is saying, I'm going to take you by myself. Look at that. Nats pushing one, pushing into their space. And X-Play another one says like, but he catches Ding. Oh, look at that, finally just connecting when there's no Feather to defend or to burst down, but next play Evos, Domeng taking down 1 and Ding making it 2.
Oh, I think the hesitation was there from RSG. They did not feel like they have enough damage to take out Ding. So it was kind of half-assed from RSG.
Yeah, I couldn't fully commit onto that one. But
ouch.
Ouch! What?
Irad, what is happening? His damage is off the roof right now. Domeng DR. Domeng DR could be the next kill of Irad.
Dash no longer there. My judgment.
Vengeance on now the final slash. Irad takes the fall. Now Ding, DR, NXP still using these ways to push back.
I mean, that's a problem though for RSG and also for NXP. I mean, the damage is off the roof for Irad, but the sustain is not there. Like the joy cannot sustain the fight for RSG. So NXPE gets a form of idea here, wherein the way you approach fight, especially with the Lord coming up in 20 seconds, the way you approach this fight is you go all in against RSG. Nobody on their side can actually sustain, and that also provides a problem for Nats. Do you sustain front line, or do you threaten the Farsa?
Yeah, it puts a lot of pressure on that XP laner of RSG. Very crucial call, and it needs to be the right one. It'll be rare that in any scenario, both decisions made would be the right one. It's either or.
Yeah.
For NAS. So now next play Evos, maybe that's why they're playing a little bit more confidently here. Look at the Lord getting just destroyed quickly.
Yeah. Wow. Domeng with the damage. That's the Vengeance connecting. Now Nats trying to pull off or push away Ding out. That's the stun. That's the poke from Goyong. Iron Hook will not connect, but it is still a clash. Look at that Domeng here covering the back line of RSG. What's going to be for the Raiders now? It's next play Eva's turn to fight back. RSG is still holding the defense, but can they still make it? Nats is taking down Domeng. A crucial pickup. Now Irad is trying to take another 1 and 2, but can he let Brusco safe? No, he says, I'm going to take it this double. And 2 members right now of NXP are in trouble.
Oh, look at this joy holding on for RSG. Irad now to next sword finally takes down Boyat. And just when we thought it would be a massive win for NXPE, they get wiped out.
Yeah, they managed to take out the Claude, even though the Brody was taken out. NXPE, after the initial Lord take, they didn't have enough resources. And again, that crucial kill onto Claude shuts down the team fight here for the Tigers, and with with Joy being alive, the secondary damage dealer of RSG can solo NXPE.
The back line destroyer. Irad has just been a menace for Nxpe Evos.
Full damage with the Genius Wand, Holy Crystal. So that's why he went with the Genius Wand and Holy Crystal next. That's where the damage amplification came in, and the come later the items or the magic defenses from NXPE. It was answered up with the Glowing Wand. Higher HPs you get, more damage output coming up from the Glowing One, and he doesn't mind playing into the defenses of NXPE because it's HP based,
Yeah.
And I love the fact that he didn't go for the Divine Glaive. He went for the wings.
Okay, Exort is going to be the one to fall down. The damage will connect from Boyet. DR now Nxpe Evos. But look at Irad from the back line of Nxpe Evos. Now look at the damage, but look at that Nats with the reinforcement. Okay, so
that
but
one
Emma taking down Ding! Doming as well with the exchange of 1-to-1. Now what's going to be? What's going to be for Nxpe Evos now? RSG has the border, has the wave, and what's it going to be for the Neon Tigers?
That was such a cute play from Goyong. It was like, okay, if you're going to dance on the land of Dawn, I'm going to be just over the cliff. You cannot dance over the cliff.
And very clutch that Brusco actually got the Divine Judgment onto Irad. Because you saw he was waiting for that perfect moment as Boyet goes in. Let's see if they commit it live with a hook.
Ouch!
Ouch! What?
Talk about outplay!
That is tag team right on to RSG. They were trying to chase down.
Torn apart memory, tears apart Boyet.
Ow.
I mean, there's no explanation there. RSG straight out outplayed.
Yeah.
Boyet at that moment, the hook from Light connected, and it was a beautiful sequence from the Brody as well. Like 2 hits, 1 stack, torn apart memory, deletes the Baksha.
Ow.
Once again, both teams still neck and neck. 16 minutes now, though. Let's see if Nxpe Evos can actually force back RSG away from this Lord.
Ding, will he be the one to change the tides of this red tree battle? Still 50-50. Who secures it? It's Irad. No way that they want to contest, but there's a conceal and a retreat back
weird.
for
That's
RSG.
weird.
Okay.
Well, give merits to RSG. They knew that they didn't have Feathered Airstrike, but it's kind of a greedy play coming up from the Raiders. Like, they've gotten themselves the Lord, and they still want to fight. And NXP, they had the tools to disengage with the wheels just turning for Boyet DR, the wings by wings of Goyong, and of course the flickers are also there for NXP. But it could have been an awesome play from RSG if they managed to close the gap against NXP. But they still have the Lord to work with, so it is a possibility that NXP just delays the game onto RSG. But Boyet!
Okay, that's a good hook onto the Chaos, but Irad is here. But Nats
nuts.
onto the stick. Now he's taking down Boyet. Eman connecting the torn apart memory. That's damage onto RSG. Final slash, buying time for NXPE. Look at that Divine Judgment trying to kill.
Stolen!
Look at that, stolen right away. Ding, DR still sustaining this fight. And they're falling back to get that regen in. RSG trade of 1-to-1 against Nxpe Evos.
That is a jungler for a roam. I mean, if you're RSG, you take a W.
Yeah. DJ for DJ. Ding able to get away though just in time. But trades all throughout. Very favorable for RSG. 2 base turrets destroyed. Only 2 turrets remain on the side of Nxpe Evos. Both of them on the bottom side. And as Irad continues to dance the night away at that Joy.
You know, man, that is just completely accurate. You know, Joy's the only here who has her own
There's a bulldog.
sound. Irad, oh no, being punished. Oh no. The Immortality will be the one to save him, but the final slash!
Oh,
What?
The final slash helped Irad get away, and Ding now will get punished. Immortality pops, so does he. Ding falls.
Let me just say, Irad, after Immortality, didn't buy Truncheon. He bought Rose Gold, the new passive. When he procs the shield, more movement speed, and that's why he was able to get out. And now he buys the Winter Truncheon.
Itemization up the wazoo.
Let me double check that. I'm pretty sure I saw Rose Gold there, and he was walking really, really fast.
Oh,
Fast hands.
man.
The final,
It was Rose Gold.
It was. My goodness.
The saving
Irad,
grace.
that play you just pulled off now. But that's a hook coming in by Light.
Now, forced out the flicker. But I just want to recover from the outplay, Irad. You're a menace. How do you manage being saved by the other team's final slash? Crazy. But now RSG's on the almost 6K. 18 to 18 score point.
Yeah, very, very close. 5.7k gold lead on the side of RSG. However, you are still up against a Claude. Doming DR from 0-2-2. Now he is 3-2-5. He hasn't died yet. And his participation in the team fights are still crucial. However, RSG are matching up in terms of damage output. But the question is, how long can you keep up? Because NXP, they still have a Kaja. However, Exort has his own!
Okay, a good pull, but nobody checked on light on a conceal move. Now what's the mode for RSG?
Oh, Goyoung!
Target on to Goyoung! Now the Bloodhound will connect. Person down one, no doming. DR tries to hold off, but now who's gonna get the Lord? Now Exort secures point, no jungler for next play Evos. What's the call now for the Winter Truncheon? Iran is not gonna be safe for this one. Brusco secures the kill.
And that's going to be RSG continuing this fight. A Terrify onto Ding. Ding trying to hold on as Emman is just free-hitting the Lord for RSG's late. Brusco decides to check it. Ding still dancing.
Oh, Ding's still alive.
Emman, will he reset? Will he secure? Who gets this? Close enough. It goes to the hands of RSG. And now, Brusco, Ding, and Domeng will try to run, but here comes Domeng. Will he? Can he? He does! Blazing to win!
Wind of Nature!
Can he turn it around with the Wind of Nature? Keeps Emman alive! Emman, Immortality pop! Emman is holding on for dear life for the side of RSG! It's Domeng who falls, and it's just Brusco and Boyet and Goyoung who is left for NXP to defend and hold on.
They got outnumbered here for NXP and RSG rushing towards the Farsa. Again, as I mentioned, OSX, nobody checked the movement of Light. And taking down the Farsa was a big win condition with NXPE. They can still defend, however.
Torn apart memories, just getting through the nerves of next play Evos. Look at that nuts. Popping out the immortality. He's still safe. He's still safe, but Iran on the other hand, right on the middle of three of next play Evos now onto the base.
Emman!
RSG now being suppressed, but Iran onto the base, securing the win of a 2-0.
It feels like it's been a while. If you look at the lower right hand of your screen, smiling gnats from a victory. Smiling RSG.